Hi, my name is Serena Stone, and I am a client of Ideal Properties. I'm very excited to be on this side of the table because today I get the great privilege of interviewing the owner of Ideal Properties, Kelly Johansson. Hello. Ideal Properties has been helping people to buy and manage investment properties for over 25 years now. The purpose of our interviews coming up over the next few weeks is to meet the mind behind MILF mashups. And it's not what you think, okay? Now, in Kelly's world, MILF means making investing lucrative and fun. And so Kelly hosts these events where women help women attain financial freedom through real estate investing. Mm-hmm. They're a whole lot of fun and incredibly informative. So over the next few interviews, we're going to address the top questions from these MILF mashups. Okay, so Ms. Kelly, we've written down 3 questions. We're going to have 3 interviews coming up today. This is the first one. Yep. And we've got 3 really good questions.
Oh, good.
Okay. So the first question that we're going to address in this interview is, how do you feel about partnerships versus investing on my own?
Great question. But first, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here and for being, we switched.
We did.
Yeah. So this is essentially the interviewee seat.
Yes, it is.
Okay. That's what we're established right now. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much, not only as a client, but as a friend. And I honor you. So thank you. Great question. So why would you share something if you could own it yourself?
Because I don't believe I have enough money to get started on my own.
And what if that's what everybody thinks? So,
yes.
Right. So I'm here to tell you that's bullshit.
Yay! Okay, wait a second. How can you determine if I can afford to get something on my own and what that something should be?
Okay. So you're coming to me, Serena Stone, Kelly, I want to get in the investing world. I'm going to say, great, let's talk. We're going to sit down, something similar to this, and I'm going to ask you a series of questions. What's your long-term goal? What's your reason for wanting to get into investing? Is it for generational wealth? Is it for tax savings? Is it for utilizing equity? You know, all of these things that conform to our ideal approach, right? If you're looking for cash to sustain you, retirement income, or just gifting it to your children, there's a number of reasons. So that said, it's going to come down to, you want to leverage, right? You want to leverage your cash, and the cash that you want to put in. And I said this in our first MILF mashup, and I'll use my personal experience as one. 10 grand. You put 10 grand down on a $150,000 property. It's an owner operated investment. And then that sets you for the rest of your investment life, because you can use that as your little golden nugget to capitalize on the income, make sure that there's equity, it appreciates, and then you can leverage all of that, the depreciation and all of that. So
leverage it for
rolling it, cash out refi, all of these things to get more cash to build bigger investments. So You want to start small to go big.
Okay.
And I know that's very wordy and very cumbersome sounding, but bottom line is just basic scenario, minimal cash. We search for investments that are lucrative right from the beginning. It's not easy.
Okay.
Needles and haystacks, but you can do it on your own. We search and find those properties, but I'm going to set you up with a loan officer, understanding your financial situations, all of that. So setting you up with a team. like our family.
Without focusing too much on the negative, because we're not those ladies,
No.
could you just tell me a minute or two, give me an explanation of why there could be pitfalls in me having a partner?
Okay. So I see this a lot. Two things happen: divorce, death.
Okay.
Okay. One's 50-50, the other one's 100% guaranteed. So you got to, I mean, I'm just being real, right? Sometimes, I mean, divorce
I'm
kind
assuming
of
it's the death is 100%.
I mean, tell me your secret if it's not. I don't know, but
okay.
So, I know.
Okay, so we have a separate, we have, my partner is no longer available, whatever that means.
right. But also money changes the dichotomy of relationships.
Okay.
It muddies waters. It gets weird. And granted, you don't get married to get divorced. But what I could, okay, do I go there? Yes, I'm going to go there. Okay. So,
By the way, this doesn't have to be a divorce, Kelly.
right.
How many times have, I know I'm putting words in your mouth,
No.
but how many times have we seen partnerships end badly because of personal differences?
Right.
And then all of a sudden we start giving our partner, or we give ourselves permission to be less than kind. We think they deserve it. They think we deserve it. And our partners, now we have a relationship with somebody, I'm assuming in writing ironclad contracts. This could get uncomfortable, perhaps?
So I'm going to just be very, very blunt like I always am. So you go into it with somebody because you think you need the money, regardless of what it is. You get married, you pull your money together. Okay. You get divorced, you separate it. Okay, there's that. Regardless of that, it's the same with a company. You know, you're building a business. Your investment portfolio is a business. You're running it as a business if you do it right. And so you don't want to, granted, married couples will get into it together. They can have estates and trusts and all of that jazz. Another topic for another time. But the point of this discussion, this question, is to say you have to view it's all about relationships. People will pool their money together with the understanding or the feeling. They will invest on an emotion, not thinking the worst. And you, again, trying to be positive, but it's a very emotional situation. It's an emotional transaction. Money is emotional for people. It is. You can see how it is when they have it and when they don't. Right. You know, it's, and so to combine that with somebody, it's inevitable. 100% shit's gonna go wrong.
And then you both have to have the same opinions on what to do next.
Right.
And if you don't, well, I guess, but isn't that why we have paperwork?
No, bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, so paperwork is only for the people who just are actually honest and trustworthy people. Because there's always a loophole in a contract. Guaranteed.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. How about to lighten this up just a little bit? Give me 1 minute on the concept of you think you need money, because I think a lot of the ladies out there are thinking they need more money to get in the game. You think you need money. You partner with somebody who has money. And then in the end, you pay for that. I mean, literally, financially, when the profits start rolling in, you do not take everything. Am I correct?
Correct.
Well,
correct. So you've just got to think forward, right? It sounds good at the time, but you can do it on your own.
See, that's
you can do it on your own.
That's, ladies, what I think we need to hear.
You can do it on your own. You can. And the reason why I say that is because I did. I'm not going to say what I can't do or tell you to do something I couldn't do. But it's also what we do is that you come to me, I want to invest. We're going to look for properties within that price range. first we're going to understand your financial position. Then we're going to search with respect to that financial position, knowing how much we have to put down, to invest, to do all of those things in order to make it a lucrative investment from the beginning, to set you up for success, to make that nugget your home base to leverage the ideal approach.
Okay, so the reason that we pull in an expert is to open up our minds and open up our possibilities.
Yes.
So ladies, I think before you go out and find a partner, because you just know you can't do this on your own, talk to somebody, talk to an expert. We have one here. She's not the only one. I think this was really valid information.
Good.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.